Right back like we never left. MySubstation.com, people. All the way in the building. You know what it is. I got Balis with me. It's Chad
You.
Money. Mr. All Money Ain't Good Money. Substation Live.
Yes.
MySubstation.com. Substation Streaming. What's up, bro?
What's going on, bro?
Man, listen. Great to have you down here.
Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be here, man.
Oh, no
Thank you
doubt.
for having me.
No doubt. Who was this? J-Rod. J-Rod. All the way in the building.
Shout out to J Rob.
Yes. Happy to see you immediately. What brings you here? Other than me pestering you and telling you that the people want to see you and they want to hear what you're talking about. You know what we got for the folks today?
Well, we got fried chicken.
Yes.
And French fries.
In collard greens.
And collard greens.
Oh.
Yo, my man had a song when I was locked up,
Yep.
and the song went like that. It was some crazy stuff with collard greens in the hook. It was crazy.
Right.
My man, as a matter of fact, shout out to my man JB. Man, we used to do performances every Sunday in the chapel.
Right.
Federal prison.
Come on.
Shout out to everybody in McKean, man.
No doubt.
Free everybody, man. Make it home to your family
Yes.
soon.
Free everybody.
I gotta make sure.
You know what's some real shit about that though? Niggas I know that been locked up, that's what they say. Free everybody. People who ain't been locked up, it be free such and such.
Yeah.
Free my man, free this one, free that one.
Free everyone that's in there.
Well, it turns into free everybody.
Yes.
I definitely.
Well, I mean, some. You know what I mean, I'm not gonna go into
I got
the
you.
details.
Right.
But free everyone because we was all going through the same struggles. You
It
know
just
what I mean?
ain't right.
Yeah, and
It
we
just
all
ain't right.
Man, we all walked
Yeah.
that track to try to take our mind
Yes.
off of things. But like I said, shout out to my man JB. He is a talented dude. He's up in there. He's still performing, man. Man, if you could have seen some of the performances, wish they had the camera just to show. And also shout out to Nino Brown. I did some time with Nino Brown about almost a whole year and a half. Wesley Snipes, he just got home too.
No doubt.
The
real Nino.
Yeah.
The real Nino. What was that? What was that like? Just from an atmosphere of the jail standpoint, you know, was you know what were they groupie in, you know, or was niggas, you know, they just being real niggas?
Yeah, you had some people that group, you know what I mean, not groupie. I would say some people that were, you know, fans, and some people that just, you know, it's just like being out in the streets. You got some people that were, yeah, man, he just regularly Wesley's name, right. Nino Brown, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but you know what I mean, he was actually, when he left, you felt like a darkness, like upon the actual Palm Beach, just because it was a light. You know what I mean? Just to see him every day, to see Wesley Snipes walking around, Nino Brown walking around the pound with you, and it made you feel like, yo, I'm going home. You know what I mean? Soon.
I dig that.
You know what I mean? And on top of that, you could do something. You know what I mean? He actually kicked it with us. We was taking yoga classes.
Come on.
He had boys that were working out every day in the pound in the yard, taking yoga classes. And he was our instructor for a while.
That's what's up.
You know, shout out to Nino Brown, man.
That's all the way what's up. Now, you know, since you've been home, pedal been all the way down.
Yeah.
100 miles an hour. You know, you've been working, the music been dropping.
Yes,
I've been watching the response. They feeling you. They liking it. They sharing it. You know, all of that. How does that feel? You know, how does that make you feel, knowing that even though you can go away for some time, you know, when you come back, it's still authentic, it's still real, it's still getting respected by the people, and it's something that they still want to listen to and want to watch for.
I mean, it feels amazing, man. Shout out to every supporter, every fan that was supporting before, you know what I mean, before I went away, and is back supporting now. I got loyal supporters, loyal fans that listen to every song, and they actually, you know what I mean, they like it, they share it. I'm just asking to please keep sharing, stay tuned.
Yes.
And I appreciate it, man. It feels good because we actually worked real hard on this music while I was
right,
away.
Right.
Like I said, I was away. I was working on the music consistently, you know what I mean, just planning ahead. So when I get home, I could have all types of new music out for everyone.
Come on. Now, when you were sitting, what were I don't want to say like some of the worst times, like what was the most trying times, but you know when you had that time to yourself, like, man, I can't wait till I get home. I know I'm gonna tear shit up. Or were you not even having those times? You know, was there doubt creeping in? You know, were you going through the, man, I might be getting too old. Man, I'm not relevant. You know, and I'm gonna come back and they're not gonna be checking for me. You know, how were those times? And then, you know, when you got home and you saw that it wasn't really like that, or maybe it initially was like that, you know, what did you do to persevere and get to where you are now? Because they're definitely talking about you now.
Yeah. Well, when I was away, there was definitely times like the worst. Some of the worst times was, just when you got great music, and I mean, like I said, every Sunday we perform. It was good to hear the reaction. You know what I mean, from the inmates, but not being able to share it with, with the world was it sucked. You know what I mean?
I got you.
It was terrible, but you know, I definitely had, everybody. I think everybody has their moments. You sitting around thinking all day, so you have like, oh, I'm gonna take over. Damn, am I gonna take over? You know what I mean? You go through all different types of ups and downs in your mind. You know what I mean? And the worst times for me up in there was visiting time. The end of visiting time.
Oh man.
The end of visits to see my son leave and my family leave or friends that came. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Product too. He kept the name alive. Shout out to my man Last Days Buddha. Yep. Shout out to everybody that kept the music.
Shout out to niggas that go see they niggas when they locked
exactly.
up.
Shout out to everybody because send letters, pictures, please.
I be trying to tell people.
Listen, it is not even about the money.
Right.
Just send some letters and pictures.
You could get some commissary.
It's like commissary is cool.
Right.
But if you should see the reaction for people on mail
right,
call.
I'm about to say, yo, I was telling one of the little kids that I rock with, who father is locked up. I was like, man, your birthday just passed, and your father didn't send you anything, or maybe you just didn't get it yet, but send him a letter, because just a smile, that's on. And I tell you like this, man, I know when I was locked up, just hearing your name being called for the mail.
During mail call.
Oh,
mail call. When it comes on, you be in the cubes, you be in your unit, you hear mail call, you running like a kid.
Yo.
On Christmas Day.
It could be the worst information ever.
Yeah.
Just knowing
that someone's thinking of you. That someone is thinking of you and they hear your name called. You like man, I got mail.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? You feeling good. You know what I mean? So please just send your friends a letter or something. Just let them know it don't matter what it is. You know what I mean? Especially pictures away from you know what I mean? It takes them away, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? They can actually meditate and like go home for a little while.
Right. Now what were those late nights like when you were, honing your craft, counting down until the time that you would be out? How were you getting through those times? One thing I always do it myself whenever I'm going through a situation and I feel like might be trying, I'll just always say, I know it'll be better later. This will come to pass. How did you get through that time?
Well, I had a lot of other inmates that I was with. From all over the world. My cellie, my bunkie, we kick it. All types of. We just get together and we kick it and we just talk about back home and talk about what we gonna do when we get home. You know what I mean? It's more of a motivational thing and an inspiring thing. It helps us get through the time.
Right.
So that's a lot of just a lot of stuff that helps. Just having people you could talk with and relate to.
That's real.
You know what I mean?
That's all the way real.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you, when you first got back, and you got into the studio for the first time, did you feel that there was any rust? And if there was, did you feel like you had to shake it off? How long did it take to shake it off? Or was it just like a fighter that took a 2-year absence, and came back and beat a nigga ass and got out of there in the 3rd round,
It definitely was. It was. I was definitely nervous because to put on the headphones and just stand in front of a mic again was just. It was more of just butterflies in the stomach type thing. But it was the same thing as the show we just did not too long ago. Same process. It is like a fighter in the ring. You know what I mean? You got the butterflies in your stomach, and if you haven't, it's been almost 2 years that you haven't laid nothing down. It's a little nervous, but once I started going, that's the CD right there. Once I started going, it was right back like riding a bike. It felt great. Same thing with the show that I just did. I was so nervous. I had my man Buddha telling me the whole time, man, listen, it's just like riding a bike, man. You know what I mean?
Come on.
Don't be nervous. You good. As soon as Product had passed me the mic.
Right. Product, what up?
Product, what's going on, man? Good looking. We up, man. Shout out to the whole We Up. Nero, all y'all boys, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to, man, S-Pro, everybody. Once he passed me that mic, shout out to DJ Joel, too, for throwing the show, and DJ Juan and all them boys out there, you know what I mean? Once he passed me the mic, man, it was on.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just like, we back to it. Actually, I felt better than ever. You know what I mean? So, did a lot of working while I was in there. So, I feel a lot better.
Now, at what point can you say that you stepped into your rightful shoes? You know, the confidence was there, everything was on point, and you knew like I could really do this. I mean, a lot of times, you see people, they be like, man, I'm still doing my little rap thing, or they be like, I do the music thing, I sing a little bit. When did it stop being that, and it was, I am who I am, and you're going to respect what I'm giving you.
I feel I did not feel confident as an artist 100% until I was arrested in November 2010.
Come on.
And I made it through trial. I actually put out an album and a lot of stuff on the internet around that time. And I felt like it didn't break me.
Come on.
It just made me stronger.
Right.
And my music came out better. Everything just sounded 10 times better. I felt free, like a burden was lifted off my shoulder. So I felt like it didn't break me, so it just made me stronger.
Come on.
During that time, after around 2010, after I got arrested, that's when I feel that just everything just. I felt I'm 100% now. You know what I mean?
Right.
This didn't break me. Oh, ain't nothing stopping me now. You know what I'm saying?
Now, when you see the abundance of talent that's out here, do you even group yourself, in that? I mean, as far as, being a Buffalo artist or a local artist or an underground artist, because the way I look at it, I mean, all artists are all, just artists, whether you're an amateur wrestler or you're, heavyweight champion, do you see yourself grouped in that? And in the event that you do, what separates you? And in the event that you don't, what was it that did separate you?
I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm just considered a Buffalo artist because everywhere I go, they know where I'm from.
Right.
But they wouldn't know where
that.
I'm from if I didn't mention it.
Yeah.
So that's just something that I carry with me, and I would never let anywhere that I stay, any demographics where I'm at, it would not change my story. I came from Buffalo, New York. I did this. This is me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not gonna narrow it down to, I'm a New York artist. I'm an East Coast style. I'll get on any beat. It don't matter if it's a reggaeton beat. I don't care what it is. I will get on it and I will work it.
Come on.
Like I made it. You know what I mean?
Come on,
like I'm gonna do what I got to do regardless. So you can't I got reggaeton tracks. So you can't categorize me as any type of specific artist. And I feel like every artist in Buffalo should start doing that. That's, you know what I mean? Buffalo,
Certainly.
And not just Buffalo, independent artists everywhere. You could go to Cleveland, you could go to New York City, and you got people that are changing their styles. Be you. And work, exercise your lyrics. That's another thing. You know what I mean? Exercise your lyrical talent.
Read.
Read, exercise. Learn to play piano. Once you learn keys on the piano, you're in tune with music. And my man taught me that while I was away. You know what I'm saying?
The piano and the guitar, I always say, man, them two things that you should definitely want.
The guitar and the piano are the two things. It's the same thing he said. If you want to be more in tune with your music, you know what I mean, you should definitely do that. It just helps to tune yourself up. You don't have to be considered any. I would love to hop on all types of genres of music. You know what I mean? And I think everybody in the city should start doing that. And and just keep learning. Always grow. Don't let people say, "Oh, I'm still the same. I've been here," and it's not cool that you're still the same. You want to evolve.
Oh man,
you know
say that shit again.
I want to evolve. I know that.
I know. I run away from people and I be like, man, what's going on? I be like, man, same shit, different day.
It's just like 95. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get all the way away from.
Remember when Pac was alive? We used to. You know what I mean?
Man, I ain't even gonna what's her name. I ain't gonna put nobody on blast, but I remember 2 years ago somebody was telling me, man, they had just come back to Buffalo. Somebody was telling me, man, like, yo, man, Chad, I swear to God, I'm trying to get back on my 9-9 shit.
Oh.
What?
They trying to throw the shiny suits on?
You know what I'm saying? in 2012, though.
Oh,
they talking about take that.
Take that.
Come on. Now here, I hear a lot of people, as we've seen, they say that R&B is dead. They say that that New York hip hop is dead. They say that real rap music is dead. When what's your take on that? What's your spin on that? And how do you feel that New York State we can go back to championing the flag? For the hip hop and the rightful place where it was supposed to be. Not because we say so, more so because just that is where it originated from.
we're actually doing so. Not saying so. We have artists that are here from New York State, in New York, Buffalo, New York, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? That are making great music. We just gotta, you know what I mean, keep pushing. And you know, don't change. You know what I mean? We have. I actually work with some great artists from New York. Shout out to my man Armageddon, Getty,
Yes.
Terror Squad.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He
Shout out
has
anybody you want to.
yeah. Shout out to all them boys. You know what I mean? Everybody that's out there that's doing their thing. They have great music, man. My man Armageddon, man. Go to GettyMusic.com, man. Look him up on Facebook, Terror
Come on,
Squad.
man.
He's official.
Shout
I mean,
out
you
to
still got
Armageddon,
people.
man.
You got Fat Joe. You got Joey
Armageddon
Badass.
got real life bars though.
You got 50. You got people that are still making great music, but but a lot of the generation that we're in tuned into a certain type
Right.
of style that they like, and that's what they like.
mhm.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. But you still have great music everywhere. You know
Come
what I
on.
mean? You just gotta listen. Open your ears. These people are still performing. They got crazy YouTube views, crazy music on the internet. They're still doing their thing.
Come on.
Just because they're not, you know what I mean, on the, like I said, I put a stat earlier. Don't let the mainstream dictate what you think is going
Come
on,
on.
because there's a lot more going on that you
And
don't
that
know
shit
about.
you see every day. It's a
Yeah.
lot more going on than the jam of the week.
Exactly.
Come on, man. Now, are you full Puerto Rican all the way through?
I am Italian and Puerto Rican. Got a little bit of Portuguese down the line too somewhere.
Now,
Not so much.
do you incorporate any of that in your
I'm
your
from
music?
Buffalo, man.
Right.
I'm from Buffalo, so you know what I mean. And I don't want to put it out there like in a bad way, but I grew up on downtown Buffalo, Swan Street. Anybody that knows the area, you want to come down to
Swan
find out
Street,
about the
what
area.
up?
You know, what up? Shout out to the whole Swan Ave
Said you wanna
family,
come down and
everybody,
find out about the
357.
area.
You know what I mean? Yeah, come on, find out about the area. I mean,
No doubt.
we got a lot of history. You know what I mean, a lot of history down there. It started. It was Italian back in the day. Then it grew to Hispanic and
Yep.
more of an African American community. And when I grew up, I'm gonna blame this dad. I'm gonna blame this on my pops.
Yep.
He never spoke no Spanish to me.
Yep.
And my aunt, you know what I mean? Shout out to my Titi Wally. She hated it.
Right.
So she was just, every time I come to the house in Spanish, you speak
Right,
to me in
right.
Spanish. I'm like, well, I ain't talking to you.
Come on.
And she, you know what I mean? And that was just a problem. But it's blaming on Buddha Bumps. I don't know if you want to turn the camera towards him too. He don't care about
Buddha said,
speaking.
don't do that. I'm gonna cut like a
He
band-aid.
just didn't speak no Spanish. So I
Right.
mean, you got people that just straight speak Spanish. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
that's just me. You know what I mean? I don't really try to incorporate. Like I said, though, I can hop on a reggaeton beat. And I
Right.
love Spanish music. I love Spanish women. I love Italian women. I love African American. I don't care
Yes.
if you're orange or purple.
Yes.
I love you.
I love women.
Just
I understand.
as long as they got good hygiene and they
Come
keep
on.
up with themselves. You know what I mean? I prefer that.
Now, how does the how does the Italian culture, how does the Puerto Rican culture just influence you in anything you do? And I mean, you know, from like a pride and a representation standpoint, you know.
Yeah.
And I mean, it doesn't even have anything to do with family name or anything like that. You know, just I guess just putting on a good representation, an accurate representation.
Yeah.
You know, of what you are and what has made you.
Well, you know, I feel like just being Italian and Puerto Rican, you know, me just having the different type of cultures, you know what I mean, made me embrace a lot of other cultures and just made me want to embrace more of my culture.
Mhm.
I never really thought about it till recently when I grew up. My brother was like, man, you know what I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with, you know what I mean, I used to be a little ashamed of it
Right,
sometimes,
right,
you know what I
right.
mean, because where you go in different areas, they you know what I mean, some people don't, you know what I mean, don't like it. You know what I mean, it's a real touchy subject. So
right.
I just started really embracing it, and I think it's a beautiful thing because you could get in touch with your roots. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? And everybody should do that. You know what I mean? And it's not something that you need to throw out there. You know what I mean? Completely. You don't need to learn Spanish. You don't need to go out there and learn Arabic. You don't need
Come
to
on.
do or African. You don't got to go. You know what I mean? But it's cool to know that one day you could, you know what I mean, if you want to start searching, you know what I mean, you could find out things, you know what I mean. And my grandma raised me right, you know what I mean, and you just start, you wake up and you grow up, you know what I mean. You get a sense of maturity from knowing who you are. You know what I mean?
Now, was the music always the first love?
Yeah, I want to say yeah.
Yeah. When did you know that this is what was you, and then from that point, when did you know that this is what you would be doing?
Man, when I was younger, I started writing poems and I remember
everybody who was writing poems.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that started writing poems. Shout out to my English class teacher. She had us writing poems.
Come on.
And when I started writing poems, I realized I was writing again deeper and deeper. I was real young, and then I found Shout out to the A-Rad corner store 57.
Yes.
I found a cassette, a bootleg cassette that had a man named Tupac on it.
Come on.
And it said "All Eyes on Me."
Changed my life.
I had the $5 in my pocket as a child. I bought the tape with. I go home. In the house, but how do you want it?
Come on.
Little. I'm talking about. I had to be this big. I can't tell you his exact age. And my dad walks in.
Come on.
My pops boy. You know, he's good. He come from the street.
Right.
He come right off the block. He said, "What are you listening to?"
Right.
They used to tell me my pops was Tupac when I was little. I said, "Dad, it's you." So he starts laughing, takes the tape out. He's like, "You can't. You too young to be listening to this." And after that, I was just into it. You know what I mean? Into all that stuff. My brother got Nas. What was it? Nas. It was Illmatic. I think it was Illmatic. I took the tape from him. We got into an argument. I took the tape from him. I just started taking tapes from people. I remember Outkast was the alien on the cover. What's the name of that joint? Oh, Elevators. It was the single.
Yes.
And I just started going from there, man. It was over after that Pun, Capital Punishment. Once I heard that, I think that really just took it to the whole nother level. It blew my mind with the lyrics. I never heard nothing like that in my life.
Come on.
I was like, whoa. How could a person put those words together like that? And after that, became a lyrical. What do they want to call him? A wordsmith.
Yes. Come on. Who are you listening to right now?
As far as music?
Yeah, just overall.
Any genre. I still, to this day, right now, I'm listening. I listen to Eminem. I love what he done, how he evolved as an artist. His music is totally different. People are like, I can't listen to what he did. He evolved. His new stuff is totally different. I listen to Drake. I listen to Kendrick Lamar. I really like Miley Cyrus.
Shout out to Miley.
Shout out to Miley. Please keep doing your thing. Oh, JT too.
What is it about Miley? Shout out to JT.
Shout out to JT. You couldn't make it to Buffalo, but he's supposed to be here today.
Right.
But it's all right. I mean, he gave us a shout out.
He definitely shouted us out.
Yeah, he gave us a shout out. So that's all right, man.
He did.
Appreciate it. I love his music. Jay-Z. I love Jay-Z's music. Oh, and Miley, back to Miley. I just like her doing something different.
Right.
Everybody's just giving her a bad rap, and it's wrong because it's like, yo, you got so many girls that's out there butt naked talking about cake, and
20 times worse than what she's going on.
Yeah, she just out there just being her, throwing her little self out there. I mean, what's wrong with that? She's growing into a woman.
I tell you like this, man.
Wrong with that?
Nope. I was actually gonna say, I tell you like this. If I ever had any problem with Miley Cyrus, it immediately went away once I knew she was worth $200 million at 20 years old.
Yes, I had to listen.
Immediately went away.
Listen, I had a bunch of girls talking about the other day. They were like, "You like Miley? She's ratchet." I said, "Well, when me and Miley, when I get in that game, I'm gonna go at her. I'm gonna make her wifey, and when we pull off in that big, whatever car she driving,
you gonna be trying to get me to cheat." I'm
gonna chuck the deuces, and I'm gonna say bye. You know what I'm saying? I'm with my ratchet girl. I can't talk to you right now, and I'm gonna be singing that song. What's that song?
In the club, with my shades on. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it, man. That's how we do it. So shout out to my future wife, Miley.
Real talk, man. Now, how do you? How would you? I guess give your interpretation of the Buffalo music scene as a whole. You know, whatever you listen to, whatever you see, just from not from an artist standpoint. You know, from fan perspective.
I'm a fan. I was gonna say I love everything everyone's doing, man. Shout out to everyone out there in every genre. This isn't just for hip hop. This isn't just for reggaeton, bachata, nothing. This isn't just for rock. This isn't just for jazz. This is not meant for anything. Anybody that's doing stuff out here, we have so much talent. Just keep creating. Shout out to the Goo Goo Dolls because they just dropped their new album, and they're still doing them. You know what I mean? They're still like you have people talk about. There's people out there that's doing stuff. It's just people are so focused on this mainstream that they just gotta break that cycle and just that's just the mainstream. Right. Open up the doors. There's all types of stuff going on. There's all types of independent music, independent artists in Buffalo and all over. You know what I mean?
Certainly.
Rochester, the whole Western New York, and just all over the world in general. You know what I mean? I have people hit me up. I've done songs on people's beats from UK already. UK, London, New Zealand. I've worked with a lot of people. You know what I mean? There's so many independent artists and producers out there. And shout out to everyone.
Now, what's the difference? You know, just region to region, people that you deal with. I guess the general way Buffalo artists go about things. You know, in opposed to what you see with other people who are more established from a business mindset and a resource, mindset. Because what I see here is that, Buffalo, a lot of people lack business savvy, a lot of people lack resources,
Yeah.
and a lot of people lack the confidence in themselves to be able to open up,
Yeah. Yeah.
to release the ego, to be able to ask for help or some direction or something like that. So
I had someone hit me up not too long ago when we were talking. They're like, "Yo, how do you make songs the way you do?" I mean, like you say some things that I would never find myself saying. I couldn't find myself saying, and he said I'm gonna go as far as I have too much pride to say some of that stuff. I can't look that way. I said, well, then you're never gonna be able to open up. You're never gonna be able to make it if you can't.
Right.
You gotta be honest. With yourself. You know what I mean? And just a lot of people we don't have an outlet. We're close. We're closer to like cities like Detroit and stuff, and Cleveland, where we're like a blue collar city.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't have an outlet for as far as labels, so no, it's like a bunch of chickens with our head because we don't really know exactly who to run to, where to go to. We're trying to. Everybody's creating their own lanes and develop their own lanes, and that's the problem. It's
traffic jam.
It's a traffic jam, and it's not that anybody's doing nothing wrong. It's just no one's doing all the right things. So we're all of us, even myself.
You ain't got all the answers, Sway.
We don't have all the answers. Everyone, please stop trying to be a rapper. Everyone, stop. Everyone, please find your place.
Right.
Don't.
Right.
Everyone's not a rapper.
It's not
Everyone
for
is not a singer.
Real shit.
I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not a manager. I am not a promoter. I am not nothing like that. I can't. I don't even know how to do none of that stuff. It's hard. So I got Buddha for. You know what I'm saying? Get your Buddha.
Right.
In stores now.
Yes. Everybody
you can
get
them
him
25% off.
Come on.
Get your Buddha, all right? Get your own Buddha. That's all I got to say.
Hashtag
get your own
find
future.
Me a Buddha.
Get your own future. And get your own, you know what I mean? Shout out to Future, too, because I seen him out here doing this
Future,
thing.
what up?
Get your own Chad.
Uh-huh.
In stores now.
Yes.
And what's this lovely lady's name right here?
Yes.
Get your own Erica.
Yes.
All right? You can't be Chad, Ballistic, Buddha, and Erica at the same damn time. And Future on top of that. Come on. Shout out. You can't be a DJ either. Shout out to DJ C Perfect. You got DJ Joel. You got all the DJs in the town. DJ Mike Fancy Ass DJs, PRD. Man, shout out to all the DJs. If I'm missing you, I know you're doing your thing.
Right.
But you can't be everything at one time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You just can't be. You know what I mean? What is a rapper dressed as a woman DJing and singing and promoting and managing all that? I mean, you can't. You just can't. So just
sound like a headache to me.
Yeah, it sounds like a headache. Just, listen, if you're good at networking, maybe you should sit back instead of saying I want to be a rapper and I'm a singer.
Right.
Maybe I'm a good promoter. Maybe I should grab this artist, promote him. Maybe I should, you know what I mean? Do something. You know what I mean? Maybe I should grab this man. Don't try to do everything. You know what I mean? There's too many people that I hear, like I'm hearing this music and I'm like, this person's networking with all these people. Why are they rapping? Why don't they find a great artist, push them, get behind that great artist, and network, help push. You might be more successful at that.
Now, do you think it's the thirst to
attention?
Be the man. Be it male or female. I mean, so many people they want to unify. They want to do this and do that. But at the end of the day, they want to be the man first. They want all the best shit in the world for Balis, but they just don't want Balis to get it before them.
I seen a picture not too long ago with Balis in a hole, about a 15, 20-foot hole. And a person at the top, and they had their hand. The person had a ladder behind him.
Come on.
And it said, and this is one of the craziest pictures I seen. I was like, whoa, this is how the Buffalo scene is right now.
Man.
It said this person will act like they're trying to help you, but no damn well they got that ladder that whole time.
Right there.
I can't reach. You got a ladder behind you the whole time. You know what I mean? All you got to do is throw the ladder in. You know what I'm saying? Well, I think that's what it is. I think there's a lot of people that just want the attention and the fame. They feel like they're not going to get the credentials and the credit for it if they're behind the scenes, which is totally as backward wrong.
Right.
You are thinking completely wrong. You will get 100% of the credentials and way more of the profit.
Come on.
By doing that. The artists, we as the artists, I don't know if a lot of you artists know, are the last to get paid.
Man.
We are the last ones. We work almost the hardest, and we are the last to get paid. So stop thinking, you know what I mean?
I tell people that shit all the time, man. If all you do is rap, man, if all you do is sing, if all you do is your one thing, kill your parents, man.
Yes.
You know, because they, I mean, shit, they obviously didn't.
Don't kill your parents. Don't go kill your parents tonight. That's just a
and they
a
blamed it
metaphor.
on Maryland and the heroin, but where were the parents at? Come on, man.
Yeah, don't do that now. You know what I mean?
No
Don't go
doubt.
blaming it on Chad. You know,
Right.
Chad Thomas told me to kill my parents. I got it on YouTube.
Come on. Now, outside of the music, you know what goes on with Balis? You know what keeps the smile on your face? You know, if they see you outside and they never heard any of your music or anything like that, how can they just have a good time with you?
Oh man, what keeps a smile on my face is just knowing that I'm home, I'm free, I'm able to do what I want to do, and as far as music wise, I mean, I want to do that to the end. You know what I mean? It ain't even about the money. As long as I could keep doing what I want to do as far as a musician and an artist, and keep growing and keep evolving, I'll be happy. My son makes me happier than ever. My family, my friends, close friends that stood by me, my supporters, people that hit me up. Life is just making me happy, and I'm happy to be here, and I just want to keep evolving and growing. And you know what I mean? I just want people to, you know what I mean? Just want the music to get out there, and I want people to, you know what I mean, to just be there, you know what I mean, along with for the ride, you know what I mean? Just stay tuned, and we got so much more coming, you know. That's what keeps me happy, you know what I mean? Just not going back, you know what I mean, to where I was a few years ago.
Come on.
You know what I mean? In the streets, not doing what, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just being level-headed, man.
Now, just to piggyback off of that, you know, what were the lessons that you saw, you know, that really got you through each point, you know, from being in the street to, you know, being locked up to now being a free man, you know, which each passing time in your life, you know, what got you to each point, and in getting to each point, what were the lessons, you know, that you took from each part?
Man, just we had a lot of times where we had opportunities, and I was at the time in the streets, you know, I'm big-headed, stubborn. I'm a Taurus, so that's one of my traits. And Buddha used to tell me all the time, "You was stubborn."
Come on.
Yeah, you a stubborn dude. And we passed up some big opportunities, real big opportunities a couple times. I passed them up.
Come on.
It's my fault.
It'd be like that.
So a lot of those opportunities that I passed up, you know what I mean, and now, you know, ended up back at square one from not taking those opportunities when they were offered and when the door was open. Also, getting myself into things that were easy to get into, but were 10 times harder to get out of. It took a lot of time to get out of. Those are lessons that, you know what I mean, that woke me up, and as not just as an artist, as a person, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. Now, package deal. And when I say package deal, I mean, you know, when they come in looking for you, you know, got everything ready. What is it that would get Balis to go ahead and sign on the dot? You know, I'm hearing people like, I'm good with just a basic 360. You know, they be like, man, I want some marketing, I want promotion. You know what I mean? What, you know, is it the label deal that you're looking for? What is it that they can give you that would make you comfortable, you know, with yourself and what you know you can do with your career to go ahead and take that and move forward?
Major distribution and major exposure, you know what I mean, as far as just, you know, touring and getting the music out there. I just want the music to be heard as much as possible. The money and everything else could come after. It's gonna come regardless. You know what I mean? As long as you don't chase it, you know what I mean? The main focus. I seen an interview, and I can't remember who it was. It was I want to say it was an old school funk singer, and he was just saying, you know, once you start chasing money and once you start doing it for money and everything, it changes, and you are not gonna make it.
Man, you ain't never gonna get that
do it
shit.
For the music. Do not care about money. Do not care about fame. Don't care about. I don't care about what. No, if I don't do this for none of that, I do this for the music because I love music. And if I can't listen to it and I don't like it, then
you won't get it.
Then you won't get it, and I won't make it, and no one's gonna like it. And it's just just don't do that. You know what I mean? Just focus on the music.
Come on.
If a label happens to come by and offers, you know what I mean, a nice, you know what I mean, deal with major distribution and major exposure for, you know what I mean, out there, I might just, you know what I mean, I have to see what the details are.
Certainly.
The attorney, you know what I mean, whoever my attorney is, that's another thing. Get yourself an entertainment attorney.
All that. Accountant.
Yep.
Strategist.
First and foremost,
you know?
get that by your side.
Entertainment attorney.
In a music industry, entertainment attorney is like our own agent. We don't have agents in the music industry, so you got to get yourself an entertainment attorney. Know your rights, know what you know. You know what I mean, know what you're looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Do not get the D and the B.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying?
Come on.
Don't get the D and the B.
And he ain't talking about Dave and Buster's.
I ain't talking about Dave and Buster.
Not
Don't
talking
get the
about
B and
the
the
eat,
B.
play, win combo.
I'm trying to be professional. I'm trying to be serious. I want every artist to know that.
Right.
First and foremost, look up on it, and it will tell you. Your
Man.
first and foremost thing is to get that entertainment attorney by your side if you want to shop. You know what I mean?
If you don't know what the DNB is, man, just refer back to Jay Jerkin niggas raping you records.
Yes.
You know
Raping
we'll
you
be
records.
raping you, raping you. Come on, man. How does that time period of music, you know, when you see where music was, let's just say from the from the 92 to 02, you know, and then from the 03, Get Rich or Die Trying, Yup, and My White Tee, Lean With It, Rock With It, you know, to where we are now, to where the lyricism is being more respected, the Kendrick Lamars, the J. Coles, and things like that, you know.
I'm happy to see our generation switching back to I think it got to a point where people are like, okay, this is crazy. Once you heard Short But Shorty, and I seen little kids walking on the street rapping Short But Shorty, and they were really serious. They were serious.
Come on.
They said that was their stuff. They said, yo, Short But Shorty is the new hit on the streets. I said, whoa.
Right.
What has happened to the hip hop game? That made me sick to my stomach. I was like, my heart dropped, my stomach. I said, what if Pun and Pac and Big L and Pimp C and these, what would they say? You know what I mean? This is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is like a bunch of kids running around high school with no principal and no teachers and no parents that's gonna whoop their ass when they get home. 'Cause I was getting my ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
And both.
Yeah. So and you gotta look like if you are an artist and you say who's Pun?
Come on.
You better turn yourself back out that door. And
go
walk back out.
that
go
way.
That
what
way.
do you say?
Yeah, exactly. Go that way. If you don't know who Big L is, go that way. You don't know who Rakim is, go that way. You don't know who all these great artists, Pac, Biggie. You don't know who these artists are. You don't know what the music is. And if you say that, oh, that's old school.
Come on.
We in the new school now.
Right.
You have a big problem. And
right.
I personally do not see you going as far as those gentlemen did with the music.
What's your take on reality TV?
Reality TV has brainwashed the world.
Come on.
You're brainwashed. This is just reality.
You don't watch the Love and Hip Hop New York Stunning the basketball.
I did when I was locked up every weekend to see Tahiri. Shout out to Tahiri.
Come on.
Shout out to Erica Mena. I love watching those beautiful women.
Yes.
But that's it. Like
beautiful women are always in style.
Yeah, I mean, like
smart ones though. Smart, beautiful women are always in style.
You know what I mean? Those women are smarter than they look. Yeah. But
can't do nothing with the dumb
fighting and all the craziness and all the stuff and all this stuff you see on the reality TV. I personally can't watch it. After a while, it just you know what I mean? It's like whoa, I'm like a zombie.
Come on,
you know what I mean?
Come on,
can't do it all the time, man.
Come on. Now, what is not who is, but what is Balis in 5 words?
Man, mature. Father, brother, artist, happy.
Come on.
Crazy.
Right.
Can we keep going?
Yeah. Go
local.
In. Yes.
Aggressive, determined, persistent. Super fragile.
Yes.
I'm all types of stuff. You know what I mean? That was a good
Come on.
right there.
No doubt.
It was a good one.
Now, how do you feel when you when you see artists that just at least from a I don't really want to say like image, but let's just say from like a realness standpoint, and subject matter standpoint, are not I guess as talented as captivating or what have you as you may be. But see, one thing I do want to say about that is I tell people a lot of times it's not so much the music and the music making that is the talent. To me, the greater talent is how well you can get other people to follow behind what you say. Because you can say whatever you want to about somebody like Hitler, but you can't say that Hitler wasn't a goddamn talented motherfucker. Period. So I mean, when you when you look at it like that, what is it, so much as far as your talent goes, and when you see whoever it is to you, that you see just doesn't measure up to you, and you see that they are in a better position, so to speak, in the same game, in the same race that you see yourself in, what does that do to you internally, and then what does that do to your grind and to your drive and to your I know I gotta go harder?
it just makes me as an artist more ambitious and makes me work a lot harder.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me appreciate my work a lot more too, because I don't want to be that person. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that person that's all the way looked at number one, but you just know, nah, you know what I mean? I don't want to be that. You know what I mean? I want to be 100%, even if I'm not at number 5.
Come on.
Yeah, that's all. Just, you know what I mean? It's just a label that they put on.
Right,
It's a stamp, you know what I mean? You are. It's an opinion. So, I mean, numbers don't lie, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the music does. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes the music does.
It's just a matter of, you know what I mean, of me just being more ambitious, and I just feel like you know what I mean, they just, if you believe in yourself first, then everybody else will believe in you. You know what I mean? So if that artist is believing in himself or herself, then you know what I mean, more power to them, because they got people following them in what they believe in. You know what I mean? And if it's right here, and if it's coming from in here,
real shit,
then it's real. You know what I mean? Then all the power to you. You know what I mean? You are number one. You know what I mean? You are.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
What comes first? Your first Grammy or the Bills' first Super Bowl?
Ooh, y'all love the Grammys, and I would love one.
Yeah.
But I will say, listen, you could keep this in the case till next year. If the Bills could take a Super Bowl, please.
Right.
I will be happy. You know what I mean? Take that, you know what I mean? We could hold off. I'll put my pride to the side. I'll put everything to the side for the Bills, because I'll be right there.
You see where my fanhood lies. So just imagine imagine what I'm going through.
Whoa. Well, you're right along with us there, buddy. Shout out to Cleveland. I got a lot of love in Cleveland too. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
I can't. My shirt. I got the Bills right here. You know
Got
you.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on. Now, what's one thing that they don't know? You know, about Balis. You know, in the calm down time, in the chill down time, in the alone time. No family, no music, no nothing. I'm chilling. Just. You know.
I love watching the History Channel.
I thought you was gonna say I love Lucy or some shit.
I love Lucy. When I was little, I really loved Lucy.
Yes.
I love watching the History Channel.
Come on.
I could watch it all day long. I think that's like an addiction. I love doing that.
Dopeness.
And you know, I just love, you know what I mean, doing what I can. You know what I mean? I actually like work. I'm starting to find myself doing things, you know what I mean, and actually getting myself into things I would have never thought. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like working. I like working out. I work out a lot now. Shout out to CrossFit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I like
Real
doing
shit.
stuff. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm like, whoa, you know what I mean? I started looking around. The trees got greener. The sky got bluer all of a sudden. And, you know what I mean? I like working out. And that's definitely big. Staying healthy.
Come on.
I feel like it's just, as a person, it helps you. You know what I mean? See things more. It helps me clear. You know what I mean? See things clearly. I see, you know what I mean, things a lot clearly. I feel a lot better. So me as a person, I feel a lot better. Just, you know what I mean, knowing that I'm on a healthy path and staying in shape.
Now, where is that overall place of peace for you? You know, where you just you just chill and you like man, I'm good. You know, I don't got no worries. I don't got no complaints today for right now.
When my bills are paid and I'm chilling and spending time with my son. Man.
Come on.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters. You
Right.
know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? Man, money is not everything. Money is really the root of all evil. Money is what makes a man act funny.
Come on.
Money will make them same friends come back around, swearing that they was always down.
Come on.
Shout out to Eminem, you know what I mean?
Come on.
It was his lyrics, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was always stood by me since I was little, you know what I mean? And I followed that, you know what I mean? Like now, you know what I mean? I realize that, you know what I mean? You just, man, you gotta watch out, you know what I mean?
Come on. Now, if we could jump into the Get It Right LP real quick.
Yes, sir.
What's what was the whole process with that? You know, just as far as the music. How long did it take you? You know, from just from original, you know, conception to the finished product, and when you were done with it, what was that feeling of completion like?
Oh, it felt amazing for Future to call me up, because he helped me get all this together. You know what I mean? I worked with him as far as the graphic design and putting everything together. Couldn't get him on the album, but he still helped me through all of it. Buddha, shout out to Buddha. Last Days.
Get you a Buddha.
Get you a Buddha. He produces. He does it all. Let him do that for you. Okay? If you want to be an artist.
Come on.
Or if you want to be a manager, whatever you want to do. He produced most of the album. Shout out to Easy, Easy TV. Shout
Easy,
out to,
what up?
Easy was going on. He produced the single Rewind to Play It Back, which had a lot. still to this day has a lot of feedback. They love it. I love the reactions when I'm performing it, and I don't know half the crowd or any of the crowd, and they're singing the hook, and I'm like, and they're singing the song, I'm like, and they're pointing, and they're like, that's the dude. I'm like, oh wow, you know what I mean? We did something right, and it was just a beat that I picked up from when I was like, he was like, that's the beat you want?
Right.
I said, yeah, I want that beat. And the next thing you know, bam, it blew up. He said, whoa, dog, I don't know what goes through your mind when you make songs, but I would have never thought. It was just one of these beats. He said, yo, take that joint. I don't even.
And it's crazy, too, because, it usually be those ones, that you be like, man, I ain't going to do nothing on this. I don't know what I could do. And then, man, you take that shit and, man.
Shout out to Armageddon. He's on the album. I mean, on the soundtrack. You know what I mean? It's a movie and soundtrack, too. We couldn't play the movie tonight. We just had some technical difficulties. But if you go out, shout out to my man Cito at Sweet Sound. Shout out to Omar at King City. If you go to
what up? See what up?
You go to Sweet Sound on Grand Street, or you go to King City on Bailey, you can pick up the album, $5, album and movie. Please come and support. Check it out.
Album and movie, $5. You can't beat
album and soundtrack and movie. We got product from We Up on it, Ear to the Streets. Extended family. We got my blood brother, Johnny Blanco on the soundtrack. We got my man Thayish. We got Armageddon from Terror Squads on the album. We got Bethany K. We got T-Rock. Thugsman produced on it. My man Speedy on it. There's a lot of people on the soundtrack that
help. The real Speedy?
Yes.
Flying Bricks? Upstate Flying
sure,
Bricks?
Yes.
Diego?
Yes.
Speedy, what up?
Speedy, what's going on? We had Cash Costner and all these boys work on the editing and the filming process. There was a lot of time and effort put into this soundtrack and movie, and a lot of people were a part of it. And I just want to thank everybody that was a part of it and was out there helping out put this project together.
Got you. Anything we missed? Anything that we didn't give the people that you want them to know? And
shout out to 2586. Everybody out there slaving away right now.
Come on.
Shout out to Sweet Sound, like I said, King City. Shout out to South Buffalo Cuts, all my people out there. Shout out to my family. I love y'all. Shout out to everybody down on Swampla, everybody in the 716. Shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? If I missed y'all, damn, I'm sorry.
Right.
You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Chad Thomas for having me up in there. Shout out to Buddha for chilling, spilling his Red Bull and his drink on the floor. Shout out to Erica, this lovely woman. I don't know why the camera didn't go see you. I mean, you need to see this woman. All right? Shout out to my man Easy. Shout out to my man Easy again, and I want to say this.
Yes.
We actually have a nonprofit organization that me and Buddha are actually Buddha's started it up. We have a nonprofit organization. We're trying to get Mike Epps involved. We're trying to get a couple people involved. And it's for the kids. It's called Kicks
Mike
for
Epps,
Kids.
you heard him. Don't act like you ain't watching this shit.
Yes. Shout out to Carl C. White and all them too. You know what I mean? Shout out
to the big homie C. White.
C Perfect, all y'all boys, to all the DJs in the town before we go. But check out, if you can, if you got some extra kicks at the house, anything can help for the kids in the communities that don't, that are less fortunate, and we have, we're trying to do something where we could give back to them and just help out as much as we can. It's not, $1 million or anything like that, but if you could donate to the Kicks for Kids organization, go to www.facebook.com/last days. You want to plug this in? kicksforkidscharities.com also. Follow us on Twitter. Look me up on Facebook, Ballistic Man. Reverb Nation, you could look me up on Ballistic Man. My YouTube account is youtube.com/Ballis357. Shout out to the corner store. And yeah, definitely that's what we wanted to get up in there, get that out.
Now, two things before we cut up out here. I want to know, first off, is it just kicks, or can they give anything?
Well, we're in the process right now of that's what we want to do. Kicks for Kids. It's just to get a kick out of a kid. You know what I mean? Like, yo, here, man, some sneakers.
I thought it was okay. Yeah,
it is really. It's based off Kicks for Kids.
Got you.
It's based off of the kicks. You know what I mean? We want to get some shoes on, some nice sneakers on the kids' feet that are going around and might be get bullied in school or talked about because they don't got the best sneakers on or whatever. We want to help them out and not make their tough situation a little less
I got you.
Less burden
Right,
on them.
right.
Help them out, and we want to get to the point where we're gonna start donating clothes, and we're gonna start donating toys, and we're gonna start doing more. You know what I mean?
It's a worthy
anything
cause
helps.
right there,
if you're hearing this right now, and you could, and you want to be involved with the organization, please contact us.
Certainly.
You could contact Buddha at 716-986-3343 and talk to him personally. And we'll be more more than happy to get
business
involved.
hours, people. Business hours.
Yes,
I don't care
please.
if you got the number. Don't call anybody 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 to 12.
Yes.
And I mean business hours, people.
Yes.
Seriously. And then Ballistic Man, Balis.
Yes.
Where did it come from?
To be honest, my grandmother, I don't know, one time I was bumping music loud as hell. I was rapping in my room, and I was young. I had to be, 13, something like that. She came in, and she said, You're freaking ballistic. You're bumping the music. You turn this stuff off. Just like any normal kid, man. And I said that, when she said that, she left, and I just sat there, and I lowered the music. I said, damn. I'm gonna go with that. This ain't the first time she called me that.
Right.
I'm gonna roll with that and just go with that. You know what I mean? And it felt like me at the time, and ever since then, I just kept it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I could always go a little ballistic. Every one of us has a little ballistic in them. Maybe go a little ballistic during any time of the day. You know what I mean? Just your average worker, your average person in the street corner hustler, your average, on the job person. Just anybody could just, you get them times. You know what I'm saying? And you lose it. You know what I mean? I made my grandma go ballistic.
Come on.
There. You know what I'm saying? So it just stuck with me then,
No
and I kept rolling with it ever since. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. Well, that's what it is. Definitely enjoyed having you here. Go ahead and give them
thank you.
Give them the website and one more time, Twitter, Instagram, anything like that.
Oh yeah, follow me on Twitter. It's Balis357. Shout out to the store.
He was about to say follow him on Twistagram.
Twistagram.
Shout out to everybody at Twistagram.
Shout out to all the sponsors. Y'all want to make something new? Let's do Twistagram.
Come on.
It's the new thing. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Word. No,
as soon as New York State make marijuana legal, I'll be Sir Twistagram.
Yeah, the day pigs fly all over asses. That's when that's gonna happen.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, follow me on Twitter, which is Balis357, BALIS 357. Same thing for the YouTube, Balis357. Instagram, Ballistic Man Music. Facebook, Ballistic Man, and Reverb Nation, Ballistic Man. You can follow me on all those. Contact me if you want to contact my, my right hand man, my manager Buddha. 716-986-3343. Is that do we got that right? Okay, shout out to the Buffalo Bills before we go. Let's do something this season.
Come on.
Baby. And
Man,
donate. Come on, Buffalo. Donate for Stevie. We had to put him on blast. Come on. Was I wrong for that? Oh no. Okay, listen. You know what I mean? But listen.
Let that boy cook.
You know what I mean? Like help the kids out. You know what I mean? And shout out to everybody. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that's doing their thing out there before we go. You know what I mean? I just want to see our city make it, no matter who takes it there. You know what I mean?
That's what it is, man. That's what it is. Anything that stuck with you from maybe a third grade teacher, somebody in the street, old girlfriend, nigga that was supposed to be your right hand man, something that somebody said that just all the way stuck out to you, and even if it's not something that's used as fuel or motivation, just something that you do look back on, if not daily, weekly, and just get a good chuckle out of because you are way away from the place you were when whatever was.
When we were young, I remember when we were young, my man used to say some funny shit that was funny. I mean, like, to me, it just stuck with me. We were young as hell still at the time. My boy was like, bro, you're like 18 now. Don't you think you want to give up the rapping thing? I said, yes. I said, what? He's like, we're getting a little older. I said, what?
Right.
I said, yo, I'm going to make it, dog. And I don't know what you're talking about, but it's getting older. What, he was like 18, 17 at the time. We were young kids at the time, just dumb in the streets.
Right.
Like, yeah, but I'm saying, though, you don't think you want to do something else, like maybe go back to college? So I'm going to say, yo,
come on.
I'm not going to, I could, but I'm not going to go with it. Yeah, and and I just use that as fuel. Like, yo, listen, why be that person that's, following everybody else and just going in the, when I want to go my own route, you know what I mean? Why can't I be successful that way? You know what I'm saying?
Certainly. I all the way dig that, man. Definitely enjoyed my time with you.
Yep. Thanks for having me, baby.
It was more than real.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all cop that.
Yes,
Where
please.
Where can they get it from directly? How can they see you?
You can go to 2660 Bailey Avenue, King City. Shout out to my man Omar. Go get you a copy of it. Yeah. Or you could go to 257 Grant Street. Sweet Sound, both in Buffalo, New York. We will have them in more locations soon. Yeah.
MyStation.com, people. We out of here.
Yes.